Well, hello there. So today I just want to talk about can Google be trusted? Like, can you actually trust what Google says as an SEO? Interesting question. This is going to be a very micro rant, and this is something I want to talk about because I remember running into an article. Let me see if I can find it. Whoa, I almost forgot to record my screen. Imagine that. Could you imagine? All right, so we're good now. Yeah, so this one is from Search Engine Roundtable, and it was from January 7th, 2022. And the gist of it is that someone asked John Mueller if keyword density is still or is at all something that we have to be concerned about in SEO. You know, it's so far from like the Wild West days where you can just stuff your keywords a bunch. Should we still think about that? Should we not think about that? And John Mueller just basically goes, it's not a ranking factor. It's still not a ranking factor. The answer is no. Stop. But here's the thing. The thing is that it is a ranking factor. Period. Because if I don't say the thing at least once, then you won't show me for that query that answers that thing. You know what I mean? The question is, how many times is it supposed to show? And that's also kind of debunked, because if I spam my keyword multiple times on my article, well, then I'm going to get a penalty, right? A manual penalty. So then it clearly does matter. Keyword density does matter, and it would be a ranking factor, because if you do it too much, then you would lose rankings because you would get a negative manual penalty. So let's go back to the question, can you trust what Google says? And I think most of the time, but I definitely think they try to steer SEOs towards doing the more ethical thing that's easier for them and that will ultimately help them. I do not think that the answers that they actually provide are actually intended to help you game the system. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that. So if you ask them a direct question that could end up helping you game the system, they're not going to tell it to you like it is. I just don't buy it. So I think this is a very clear example, and I think here the comments on this page, actually this is the video that I saw. My answer to Barry, Mueller, Ted, all here. This is a really good video. I just watched this. I actually just subbed to this guy like today. So I'm not necessarily here to discuss whether keyword density is a ranking factor or not. I'm just saying, can you trust what Google says? And in my opinion, most of the time, yes. But you still have to do your own testing. Actually, that's another thing that that video I strongly suggested. I'm going to link it in the description. He talks about actually doing your own tests, and your own test will show you contradicting information than what Google tells you. Like, they'll just tell you to do one thing, but then you see the results and you're like, no, this is clearly working, or this is clearly not working, or nothing happened. Alright, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed this video, want to see more SEO stuff, consider subscribing and hitting the like button so you can get more videos like this straight to your YouTube inbox, or whatever it's called. Alright, take care.